Hi, and welcome back to Drink This. Bruce, nice to see you.
Nice to be seen. Thanks.
Nice to be back in my kitchen.
Yeah.
So,
With wine? You got some wine in your kitchen?
I always have wine in
What
my
are the
kitchen.
odds?
100%.
Good. Yeah, me too.
So, let's hurry up because the kids should be getting back soon. And then it's pandemonium.
Kids, you got kids?
I have two
To
kids.
let our audience know. They don't know much about us other than we love wine and bickering.
Well, that's why. It's I guess it's our escape from kids.
Laurent's got a pair of handsome boys, and I got a single handsome boy.
Yes. My boys are a little older. They're off at work right now. Hopefully, one day they'll be able to support my wine habit.
Yeah. Excellent.
That would be nice.
What are we doing? What are we drinking?
I thought that we would do some old school Bordeaux.
Bordeaux. You have to
But-
show your fancy French accent.
Yes, well, I've got to use it.
Bordeaux.
I've got to use it here and there. And I thought we'd put a little twist on it. We're going to take two young Bordeaux tonight and try them out, and knowing very well that they're probably a little immature.
A little before their time?
Kind of like us, a little immature.
Just a little immature. A little spicy.
Okay, I can go with that. And next week, so please tune in next week when we try some older vintages, and hopefully we'll notice a big difference.
So Bordeaux obviously is probably the best known wine region in the world, I would think.
Definitely top three.
And one of the tricky things about Bordeaux, it's much tougher to get a good bottle because the prices got bid up so much from a lot of international buyers. And so buying a case of some of the premier chateaus is very, very expensive. Yeah, and the region we're sampling tonight is Grave, or Grave, say it properly, Grave.
Grave.
That region has been making wine for well over 2,000 years, so you think they've picked up a bit of expertise over the millennia.
Yeah, I think they might know what they're doing. And,
They've been making wine since Roman times.
yeah, so how about we stop talking about it and start drinking?
Good idea. What are we starting with?
I think we're going to start with the Chateau de Cruzeau. It's a Pessac-Leognan appellation.
Mm-hmm. Which is just, I should just mention, just south of the town of Bordeaux on the left bank.
So let's see. It's a 2017, so we know that it's going to be a little young.
Yeah.
But this wine, the winery's been around for, since the 17th century. So they've been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, we wondered if it made a difference.
Yeah.
It definitely makes a difference. And we don't decant for time, I guess for time purposes, but we should definitely, and the better the wine, definitely it should be a must to decant and let it. I don't think you can wait too long. I'm not saying 3 days, but if you leave it to decant for half an hour, 45 minutes, somewhere in there.
I used to think that I wouldn't decant a wine unless it was a good, maybe $40, $50 bottle. But now that we've been doing this a bit, I think anything $20 and over can benefit from a little decanting. There's your nugget of the day. So what do you got in here? What are you noticing?
Very fruity, more plum, blackberry, and an earthiness now that we didn't get earlier on. So there's a lot going on. I think that for such a young wine, might be very interesting to pick up a bottle and put it aside, or a few bottles and put them aside for a few years. And
in general, Bordeaux tend to be blends of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and a bit of Cabernet Franc in general. Do you know what the blend is of this one?
This one is a 55% Cabernet Sauvignon and 45% Merlot.
Excellent.
So very nice. I'm getting some mushroom undertones in this too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I said the earthiness came out on, I guess on the second pouring. Very much so. It's very interesting.
Are we going to pick between the two bottles tonight, or just give an idea of each one?
I think we should pick.
A bottle battle, we often do. So remind them of the name of this one.
So this wine again is a Chateau de Cruzeau from the Pessac-Leognan appellation. It's a 2017 and it's $23.95 at our local wine shop here in the Montreal area. So reasonable for a
For
good
Bordeaux,
Bordeaux.
it's very, very reasonable.
But definitely hold on to for a few years. I think this one it's to be drunk 2022 to 2026, and then
Yeah.
you can hold on for it for a few more years afterwards.
This should be about the same. Probably could use to sit for a few more years. Chateau de Place in Graves. No, not Graves. Grave. Grave. So this one is a year older, 2016. Also a Cabernet Merlot blend, but a little heavier on the Merlot. Thank you.
Yes.
And
Pass
so this
the
one's
Dutchie.
55. This one is a 55% Merlot, 45 Cabernet Sauvignon. I should mention a quick word about vintages. This is a 2016, which is one of the highest rated vintages in a long time by Robert Parker. Just a generalization of the area where the wine grows, the grapes grow. They rated on a score of 100. This one's a 96, I think, 97, quite high, one of the highest in recent years.
Yeah, we should have checked the vintage. On this
That's 92.
92,
Yeah.
so also very good.
Sure, yeah. So in general, the region basically means they had great weather, great growing conditions for the grapes, so no excuses for the winemakers. Doesn't mean that years where there's a poor vintage that excellent winemakers can squeeze a little something extra out of the grapes and make a fantastic wine.
That's where an excellent winemaker
Yeah.
stands out.
Exactly.
You know, and you're able to make something out of nothing.
Right, yeah, and that's how the better ones shine. So what do we got in this glass?
Again, a nice dark color.
It's very dark, eh? Or is that your black table I'm looking at?
No, as was the other one. Much more fruity. There is a sweetness. You said smoked cedar.
Yeah.
I
Going out
definitely go with the cedar.
Yeah.
I don't know about the smokiness, but
Definitely cedar and a bit of cherry.
yeah, that red berry, lighter red berry, but like a maraschino cherry as opposed to a dark cherry,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a Bing.
Yeah. Bing. Bing. What was Bing? It was Chandler.
But we digress.
We're not older, I think.
So
You have a preference between these two wines?
I do.
Yeah, you're gonna share with the group?
No, I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you that I like this one better.
See, that's why I'm trying to keep it to myself, because I'm much better when I disagree with you than when I agree with you. And
But I know you agree because it's a better
I do
wine.
agree. I think that we're not comparing apples to apples at this point. Like that year, I think makes a big difference.
Yeah.
This one will probably lose that acidity over the next year, 2, 3. But right now, in comparing the two wines, if that's what's available at your wine store, which is what's
definitely.
available at ours, definitely go with the 2016 for how much?
Chateau de Place, $26.
$26 versus $24. Spend the extra $2.
Actually, a fairly big difference for only a couple dollars.
Yeah, definitely, and that year makes a big difference. So,
So our wine of the day is Chateau de Place from Graves.
our winner for tonight. So,
So two good Bordeaux's are modestly priced, with the nod going to Chateau de Place.
yeah, neither one
Try it out.
disappoints.
They should try it out, right?
They should,
And
and
let
they
us
should
know.
also subscribe to our site.
Give us a thumbs up at least, right?
No, I think it's
Like
got to be a
button?
press on the button. You know what? We have to.
There's two buttons. There's a subscribe and a like. We can do both.
Press
It won't
both.
kill you.
No, definitely not. And the more the merrier. The more suggestions we get, the more we can try it out. And we're not averse to trying anything.
Yeah, we'd love to hear some comments on YouTube, and we'll respond to everything. So go ahead with that. And tune in again next week. We're going to try 2 more Bordeaux's, a little older, right? And see what the differences are.
Yes. So we're I'm excited about this because sometimes you say, well, what's the difference? We're gonna find out what the difference is.
Yeah. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll see you on next week.
Yeah, or on our next episode. So tune in, drink this, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
See you next time.
Next time. Bye. See ya. Cheerio then.